Good morning, fam, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope you've gotten your day started. Maybe perhaps you've already had your coffee, you've already started work, or if you work from home, or whatever your schedule might be thus far. I hope you've gotten off on the right foot. And for those of you that do not know me, I'm Valerie. I'm a transformation coach, and I help the high-achieving woman cultivate their healing and rebuild their self-worth after a toxic relationship. Before I go any further though, can I be transparent with you this morning and just be really real, in which I always try to be anyway? Do you know I really tried to get this message out last night on my YouTube live, but I just kept having the most difficulties, technical difficulties that I've never had before. Well, to be honest, I've never really went YouTube live before that much. I've done many videos, but not live. But for some reason, I could not, the sound wasn't working. It was an echo. I could not log on. It was just so many things happening last night on my Tuesday night live show that I could not even really do and deliver this message to you like I wanted to. So I just wanted to be transparent with you and let you know I tried really hard, but you know what? I said, okay, I couldn't go live, but I still can do a video. So here I am. So I just wanted to say that to you. But today, I want to talk to you about a topic that I thought was very, very helpful, and some things that I've learned, and I want to share it with you. It's entitled, Recognizing Red Flags When Dating. That's right, you heard me. Recognizing red flags when dating. You know, a lot of times, especially us as women, when we're dating, we're not really dating with our minds and logically. We date with feelings in our heart. You know, perhaps it's somebody that you really like. They check all the boxes as far as what society says, a good catch is, they're educated, the good job, the nice home, the car, just all of the above. They even had some of whatever your preferences or your checklist is, which I think in a way we probably need to get rid of the checklist. But that's another subject for another day. But a lot of times we don't go into getting to know someone or date with our thinking caps on, basically logically, not being robotic, but just, being aware. So I want to bring a few, things that we should look out for when you're dating someone and you're getting to know someone. There's some possible red flags that can show up during this process, and I want to share those with you. And number one, the first one I want to share with you is interject. Pay close attention to someone that interjects into your conversation. And what I mean by that is perhaps you're having a conversation with another individual, or it could be a group of people. And your date or your mate or whoever is sitting right there with you, but you're having a dialogue with someone and they ask you a particular question. Well, in this situation, when they ask you the particular question, your mate inadvertently and uninvited jumps into or interjects into the conversation and answers the question for you. That's a no-no for so many different reasons. Number one is rude. Number two is inconsiderate. But yes, that's one of the flags to look for. When someone is talking to you, they're asking you a question and your mate or someone jumps in and answers for you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, we have to use wisdom here. When a person is just, maybe perhaps you've been together a long time and you guys think on the same terms and they probably knew you were going to say something. But I'm saying, generally speaking, we're in the very first infancy part of you getting to know someone. When they jump in and answer the question for you, they don't allow you to answer the question as if you can't give the right answer, or you can't think, or you don't know what to say or how to speak up for yourself. So pay attention to someone that interjects into your conversation and answers questions for you without being invited. Two, and these are not in any chronological order, I'm just numbering them because that's how my brain works. So number two, dismissiveness. Dismissiveness in minimizing your thoughts or ideas. If someone always dismisses things with you, say for instance, again, you're in a conversation, you're in a room with others and you're expressing how you feel or your thoughts, or you're giving your input, maybe it's just a general conversation, and your partner dismisses your ideas. They basically shoot them down as if they're nothing. Or perhaps, you've made an accomplishment. You've accomplished something that you've been working on. Maybe you completed your schoolwork. You earned a degree. You got a promotion on your job that you were really working hard for. You've completed a project at home or something that you were trying to do. Or perhaps you bought a new car or whatever the case is. But it's something that's an accomplishment, or it's something that you wanted and you worked towards it and you're really excited about it. But this particular person, instead of, really complimenting you and encouraging you, that's great, giving you compliments and encouraging, instead they minimize it. Or they act as if it hasn't happened. They don't even talk about it. They just dismiss it. They minimize it as if it's nothing. So pay attention to that as well. And we just want to be aware. We want to be aware. We want to be conscious of our surroundings and not be so caught up in the feel good and the heart, just twirling around in fantasy and all of that. We really want to pay attention and listen to what people say. You want to listen to what they say and also what they don't say. So that's number 2. Number 3, the third red flag could be extraordinary attentiveness. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, use wisdom, when applying these different red flags. Extraordinary attentiveness. Now, we know that as women, we like to be attended to. That's a wonderful thing. Nothing is wrong with that on the normal level. Matter of fact, that's one of my love languages: acts of service and attention. Those are my love languages. But what I'm speaking of in this particular case is when a person is just overly attentive to you. I mean, you can't take a step without them, right there, when they're overly attentiveness. And a lot of times, again, in the infancy of the relationship or getting to know someone, we could see it as, he just want to spend so much time with me. We just think that it's just so cute. And it could be. I'm not saying that this is the case in everything, but just pay attention to that, because in the long run, it can turn into just being smothering. As time progresses, it can turn into something else. And that extraordinary attentiveness turns into something else, smothering you just where you can't breathe, you can't be yourself, you can't be free. So pay attention to that. Number 4, they have an issue with someone that's important to you. So say, for instance, again, you have a good close girlfriend or college roommate or coworker, someone that you're really close to. This is someone that you convert with, you have conversation. You might go to dinner or you've taken a girls trip with, but they're really important to you. It's a really personal, good friendship. And your mate, for some reason, they don't like them. And for no particular reason, nothing has happened. The person is not mean. The person hasn't done anything to them. The person hasn't done anything to you. You haven't been complaining about them. But just for no apparent reason, they don't like them. And for that fact, they don't like anyone that you have a close relationship with. Pay attention to that. And number 5, lack of accountability. Lack of accountability. And in this instance, I will give you an example. It could be perhaps they said something that hurt your feelings, or you were out having dinner and they were rude to the waiter or waitress. Pay attention to that. And then when you say something to them in you all's private time, you're not out neck rolling and, just calling them out in front of others. You mention to them how you felt about that, or you say, that wasn't really cool what you did. And then they don't even acknowledge it. Again, they dismiss it and say, I didn't do that. Or make you feel like you're crazy, like you're just making up stuff that they didn't do. They take no accountability. They're never wrong. They can't apologize. Pay close attention to that. So I just want to recap the 5 flags to look for, to recognize when you're dating and trying to get to know someone. Excuse me. Number 1, they could possibly interject into your conversation uninvited. Number 2, dismissiveness and minimize your ideas or your thoughts. Number 3, extraordinary attentiveness to you. Number 4, have an issue with anyone that you enjoy that's important to you. And number 5, lack of accountability. Those are 5 red flags to just be mindful of and aware and conscious of when you're out and you're getting to know someone. And this could be male or female. But since my calling is to the women, I just want to share those tips with the women. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope this blessed you. And if so, I just ask that you share it with others. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, like, and share. You guys know the drill. Subscribe. And I just want to thank those who have thus far supported my channel. You've gotten me to a point to where I can go live. I qualify for that. So I want to thank you for that. You know, my Divine One family, my Wealth Warriors, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So again, thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. And also I want to let you know, and I think I've shared this before, I'm a new author and my book is called Broken Pieces, The Journey, Aftermath, and Restoration of Divorce. It will be released in the next couple of weeks, and I will have a flyer or something going out about that. So I'm super excited about that accomplishment. That's my baby. I've been carrying that for about 25, 30 years. So it's about time for me to give birth to that. So I just wanted to share that with you, okay? So I want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning into my channel. And I have also, I'm just trying to think of everything so I don't forget. I have plans to go live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So I'm working on the technical issues and all of that. So just come on and tune in. I ask that you turn on your notifications because I know that we're super busy and you might not remember. But turn on your subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you know that when I do go live. So just put that on your calendar every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I hope to see you soon. You have a wonderful day and I will see you on the next video.